You know what? You might.
All right, cool.
You might have had the.
Oh, you know
the
what?
button depressed. Yeah, I've done that before.
God damn it! What the fuck is wrong with this thing?
Now take one. Ryan, clap before you start.
Okay, whatever. Go.
Are we recording already?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, fam. Here we are. CrossFit Open 20.2, and it's a little tips and strategy video for you. Sorry I didn't get anything to you last week. Got a little busy, had a lot going on, so I couldn't get to it. But 20.2 is a 20-minute AMRAP of 4 dumbbell thrusters, 6 toes to bar, and 24 double unders. The RX weight on the dumbbell thruster is 50-35. For the scaled folks, we're going 35 and 20. For the scaled folks on the toes to bar, we're going knees to waist. So just bringing the knee above the waist. We don't have to over-exaggerate that. And then 24 singles. We go singles and the numbers stay the same, so nothing changes there. So all the numbers are the same, just the movement. The rep changes a little bit. So let's talk about pace. I talked a lot last week, and last week was a pace workout. This week is even more of a pace workout than it was last week. So for some of the folks last week that I spoke with, I told them if I was going to have them do a 2-mile run, what kind of pace would they start out on? Or if they were going to do 100 bar facing burpees, what pace would they start out on? It's the same mindset this week. They've just added 8 more minutes to the pacing strategy. So the last thing that you want to do is get 2.5 or 3 minutes into this workout, have 5 rounds down, look at the clock and panic, because that's a long time. So think about your pacing. You're really going to have to slow it down. You might want to even pick your goal of rounds you want to get to. Maybe I want to do 18 rounds. That's about a 110 per round pace. And then just try to stick as close to that pace as you can. For the 8:30 class that I just spoke with, we even suggested almost treating it like a 20-minute EMOM, if you think that's in your wheelhouse, and going off of that. So that's the type of thought process I want you to have when you start this one. Let's talk about the sets a little bit on what we're going to do. So it's not real tricky, right? It's relatively basic. It's 4 dumbbell thrusters. So in my opinion, everybody in the gym should go unbroken. There really shouldn't be a reason to break these up. If you need to rest in this in the later rounds on the dumbbells, I suggest resting in the front rack position. Don't put it down. It takes too long to pick it back up. And don't rest in the overhead position either. When we're in that overhead position, we're hyperextended and we're using a lot more energy in our shoulders. So let's go ahead and go unbroken or rest in the front rack if need be. On the toes to bar and knees to waist, let's go to the knees to waist. Stay unbroken. Everybody in here has done them long enough that y'all should be able to stay unbroken on there. On the toes to bar, think about the volume of this thing. If we get 20 rounds in, that's a lot of reps, right? It's 120 total bar repetitions. Now you are gonna have 40 to 45 seconds in between those sets, so that's gonna help, right? Relax, but think about the volume. So if you don't think that you can go 10 or 12 minutes of 6s unbroken all the way without problem or struggle, just break them up from the beginning. Go 3 and 3 all the way from the beginning. That way you don't have to think about breaking later or when to break or have any of that panic setting. Just go 3 and 3 from the beginning and then roll with it. On your double unders and singles, once again, we're unbroken here. There's no reason not to be. Don't plan break sets. If you break, make it be a forced break, right? Make it be where you're going in and you trip at 17 and then you finish at 25. But don't go into this thinking, oh, I'm gonna go 12-12 or something like that. Just get through the 24 double unders. It's only about 15 seconds of work, so just stay with it. Outside of that, let's talk about the setup tips a little bit. This is the way we're gonna be set up tonight, but I do wanna go over that just a little bit so y'all can see it. So follow me over here. Yeah, good job, nice float. All right, on the dumbbells, you want the dumbbells to be in the same position for 20 minutes all the time. So meaning, whether I start them from the inside in between my legs or on the outside of my legs, when I finish, let's say this is rep number 4, I want to put them down exactly where I want them to be when I come back. What I don't want to do is drop them from the hips and have them bounce all over the gym to where I have to go chase them. I want them exactly where I started every time. So take a second or two and just put them down where you want them. Once we move from the 4 dumbbells, you're going to move to the toes to bar, right? Same thing here. If I'm going to go 3 and 3, I can go 3 facing, come down, shake the arms out, go right back up. And then I'm gonna move forward into the jump rope station. The same thing with the dumbbells. When I'm done with my jump rope, take an extra second or two and lay it down so it's exactly where you want it to be when you come back from your toes to bar on the next set. Same idea, if I just drop it when I'm finished and just do whatever with it, it ends up in a big ball of mess and you're trying to untangle ropes and everything. So take 2 or 3 seconds after the thrusters and after the jump rope, set it down